How to stop mental chatter in your mind. As we get older, we get familiar and learn a lot about how things work. And through experience, we get a lot of data points that back up our belief systems. However, everything changes. So when we face something that is not aligned with our original belief system, we tend to analyze it, try to think through it, label it, and try to figure out what it is. And this is beautiful. However, when we start focusing more on the processing information rather than seeing the given information from an objective point of view, our mentality starts getting off balance. So in order to stabilize your mind, sometimes you just need to let go of what you think you already know or what you think you could know. We keep thinking because we are not comfortable with not knowing something. Deep inside of us, we have this fear of the unknown. So once you become more comfortable, okay with not knowing something, your life will be totally changed. And by doing so, you create more room for new things to come in. And all you need to do is just stop labeling and observe. So perhaps imagine that you're from a different part of the world or even different part of the universe, and this is your first day on this planet Earth. Everything is new. You're curious about what's happening here, so you just watch things and watch people, how they go about their days. Sometimes we need to empty our cups, which means we need to unlearn so we can relearn. There is an infinite amount of information out there. We all have a cup for ourselves. So we just need to be flexible enough to let go of what we already know so we can fill it up with something good, something cool that can serve us better. And this is the secret to upgrade yourself. I also want to share a story that can help you stop mental chatter in your mind. So once upon a time, there was an old man in the village. He was very poor, but he had this beautiful white horse, and all the villagers were jealous of him. And one day, the horse was gone. So the villagers came to the old man and said, "You stupid old man, your horse is gone. You should have sold your horse when you got a good offer the other day. You're so poor, how can you possibly protect such a valuable animal? It's such a misfortune, it's a curse." And then the old man said, "Well, all I know is my horse is gone. Who knows that it's a curse or a blessing? Nobody knows." Then the villager said, "What are you talking about? Your horse is gone. This is a curse. How can it be a blessing?" And then they left. A few days later, the horse is back, and this time with her friends. So now there were 5 horses in the old man's stable. The villager came to the old man and said, "You're right, old man. This is such a blessing. Your horse is back. Now you have 5 horses. You can sell a few and you can be rich. It's such a blessing." Then the old man said, "Well, all I know is that my horse is back and I have 4 other horses. Who knows it's a blessing or a curse? Nobody knows." The villager said, "What are you talking about? It's a blessing. How can it be a curse?" And then they left. A few days later, the old man's son broke his leg while he was riding a horse. The villager came to the old man. "Wow, you're right. It was a curse. Your one and only son is now crippled. He broke both of his legs." and you're old man and you're poor. This is such a misfortune. I'm sorry. And then the old man said, well, all I know is that my son broke his legs and he's crippled. Who knows that it's a curse or blessing? Nobody knows. And then the villager was mad. How can you say that it's a blessing? Your son is now crippled for the rest of his life. It's a curse. And then they left. And then a few weeks later, this village was involved in a war. So all the young men in the village were sent to the war, except for the old man's son. The villagers came to the old man. Wow, you're right. It was a blessing. Now, although your son is crippled, he's alive and he's staying with you. It's such a blessing, old man. And then the old man said, well, all I know is that my son is here. The rest is speculation. Who knows that it's a blessing or a curse? Nobody knows. And the story ends like this. This is such a powerful story. I found this story very profound and powerful. A lot of people are used to jump into the conclusion. So this old man doesn't buy into speculation and was always able to maintain balance, staying poised. Have a beautiful, wonderful, great day. Thank you.